right, now that we've heard the song, which is one of my favorite raps, oh my god, rap song, you know, one of my favorites. It's up there with the properties rap, but this one we're going to be saying all year long. So let's go ahead and get our notes page and start writing about what these actually are. So again, we call this PEMDAS. So when you're thinking about PEMDAS, we're going to say parentheses first. So this first one, go ahead and write it in. Parentheses first. Exponents next. Exponents. There we go. Now with this M and D, you know that it's parentheses first, exponents next, multiplication and division in the same step. So we know it's multiplication and division. But what's really important, and you need to make a note on yours, is that these are in the same step. That is so important. Now we're going to add and subtract. Again, these are in the same step. And last but not least, at the bottom, you need to put from left to right. And we'll talk a little bit more about what this means in just a second. But these are your base notes. Most important thing to remember, again, is PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. Super important. So let's go ahead and do a problem. I want you to put your hands up. You're going to be watching this problem with your eyes, not writing it. This is not one of the ones that's in your notes. I just want you to watch with your eyes. So let's say I've got the problem 4. I'm going to make it a long problem. Plus 3 times 2 plus 10 to the first power minus 3 times 2. So if we go back up, we look at our PEMDAS, we see parentheses first. You're going to rewrite this problem a million times, but that's what you have to do to make sure you're working it out correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 times 2 is 6. I did that first because it's in the parentheses. So I bring that down as my 6. Now I have to bring everything else down. I've got my 4 plus 10 to the first power minus 3 times 2. First step done. Let's go back up and look. Oh, exponents next. So I'm going to do my exponent next. I'm going to say we need to bring down this 10 to the first power, which we know 10 to the first power, 1, 0, is just 10. Now I bring down everything else. I've got my plus 6 and my 4 there. Minus 3 times 2. Perfect. Next, we have multiplication and division in the same step. We're going to go from left to right, and we're going to say, okay, where's our multiplication and division? 4 plus 6, nope. Plus 10, nope. Minus 3, nope. 3 times 2. So I'm going to bring down my 3 times 2, and I've got 6. And again, bring down everything else. Perfect. Next, add and subtract from left to right, first come, first serve. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to look and I'll be like, okay, first, we've got an addition. 4 plus 6 is 10. Bring everything down. All right, we've got another addition. I can say 10 plus 10 is 20. Bring everything down. Last but not least, we've got a subtraction. 20 minus 6 is 14. So my answer is 14. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. It takes a lot of space to do a PEMDAS problem. You need some notebook paper, and we're going to work them out, and it's going to take you some space, and that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So that's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and clear my screen, and we're going to start doing some of these notes together. So let me get my PEMDAS notes. And let's work out that first problem together. So that first problem says 10 minus 2 times 3. So if we think about our PEMDAS, we sing it. Parentheses first. There's no parentheses. Exponents next. No exponents. Multiplication and division in the same step. Ooh, we've got some multiplication. So make sure you're working this out with me. We're going to say 2 times 3 is 6. Bring everything else down. We've got 10 minus 6. So that's all we have left. So I know I'm going to add and subtract. First come, first serve. 10 minus 6 is 4. My answer is 4. Let's work out another one all together. Remember to pause the video if you need to look at that again. All right, so for the next one, there it is. Sounds like I lost there we go. Sorry. We've got in parentheses 6 plus 4 divided by 5. Parentheses first. There they are. 6 plus 4 is 10. Bring down the divided by 5. Even if you can do this in your head, bring it down. All right, last step we've got here, multiplication and division in the same step. 10 divided by 5 is 2. My answer is 2. All right, let's look at the next one. So for this one, I'm going to ask you some questions as we go. 3 plus 6 divided by 2. What is going to be our first step? You should have said division there. Multiplication and division in the same step. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Bring down my 3. My answer is going to be 6. All right, last problem. 2 plus, oh my goodness, we've got brackets. The only thing about a bracket is it's like a special parentheses. Nothing else important about it. 3 times 2 plus 1 in brackets. So we're still parentheses first. All we're going to do is our parentheses first. We're going to say 2 plus 1 is 3. Bring down your brackets. Bring down your addition. Now, the special thing about these brackets is they're like parentheses. So you solve what's inside the innermost first, and then you move out. So we still got brackets there. So we're going to say 3 times 3 is 9. Bring down that 2. 2 plus 9 is 11. That's the end of your notes. Go ahead. We've got a couple problems to practice on, and I will see you in the next video.